Japanese landscapes. Japanese landscapes or Japanese gardens are those gardens which are accompanied by the Japanese cultural ethos, aesthetics, and philosophical ideas. They avoid artificial ornamentation and highlight the natural landscape. Natural growth of vegetation amidst a mix of water, rock features, and marine life, especially koi fish species. These natural features are blended with Japanese style of architecture and antiquities to give a sense of cultural retreat. The idea of these unique gardens began during the Asuka period. Japanese merchants witnessed the gardens that were built in China and brought many of the Chinese gardening techniques and styles back to the Japan. Japanese gardens first appeared on the island of Honshu, the large central island of Japan. Their aesthetic was influenced by the distinct characteristics of the Honshu landscape: rugged volcanic peaks, narrow valleys, mountain streams with waterfalls and cascades, lakes and beaches of small stones. They were also influenced by the rich variety of flowers and different species of trees, particularly evergreen trees on the islands, and by the four distinct seasons in Japan, including hot, wet summers and snowy winters. Japanese gardens have their roots in the Japanese religion of Shinto, with its story of the creation of 8 perfect islands, and of the Shinchi, the lakes of the gods. Prehistoric Shinto shrines to the kami, or the holy powers, the gods and spirits, are found on beaches and in forests all over the island. Prehistoric shrines often took the form of unusual rocks or trees marked with cords of rice fiber or shimenawa and surrounded with white stones and pebbles, a symbol of purity. The white gravel courtyard became a distinctive feature of Shinto shrines, imperial palaces, Buddhist temples, and Zen gardens. Japanese gardens were also strongly influenced by the Chinese philosophy of Taoism and Amida Buddhism, imported from China in or around 552 BC. Taoist legends spoke of 5 mountainous islands inhabited by the 8 immortals, who lived in perfect harmony with nature. Each immortal flew from his mountain home on the back of a crane. The islands themselves were located on the back of an enormous sea turtle. In Japan, the 5 islands of the Chinese legend became one island called Horai Zen, or Mount Horai. Replicas of this legendary mountain, the symbol of a perfect world, are a common feature of Japanese gardens, as are rocks representing turtles and cranes. The earliest recorded Japanese gardens were the pleasure gardens of the Japanese emperors and nobles. They are mentioned in several brief passages of the Nihon Shoki, the first chronicle of Japanese history, published in 720 AD. In 612, the Empress Suiko had a garden built with an artificial mountain representing Shumi Sen or Mount Sumeru. Reputed in Hindu and Buddhist legends to be located at the center of the world. During her reign, her palace, the Palace of the Isles, was mentioned several times in the main Yoshu, the collection of countless leaves, the oldest known collection of Japanese poetry and plays, as an evidence that the Japanese gardens of this time were modest versions of the imperial gardens of the Tang dynasty, with large lakes scattered, with artificial islands and artificial mountains. Pond edges were constructed with heavy rocks as embankment. While these gardens had some Buddhist and Taoist symbolism, they were meant to be pleasure gardens and places for festivals and celebrations.